What's up, guys? It's Nate Thompson here with BattleGround BMX, and I want to welcome you guys to our first video blog. Until we come up with a better name for it, that's what we're going to call it. But every week we're going to be doing this. We're going to be talking about our opinions on various things in the BMX world. Right now it's just my opinion. Kent's not here right now, so if I say we, I'm just talking about BattleGround BMX as we, both of us. But in general, we're going to be talking about news in the BMX world, our opinions on it. We're going to be talking about new products in BMX. We're going to be talking about what's cool each week. We're going to be talking about what's not cool, like what kind of lame, dumbass shit's going on, different things like that. And we're going to, give you guys links to all the stuff we're talking about, and then hopefully you guys can go out and fish through it all and find something you like. But one thing I want to mention, that none of the links, companies, or anything that we mention here are affiliated with us in any way. No one's paying us to talk about them. We're only mentioning stuff because it's either cool and we think it's neat, or obviously something's lame and we have to mention it because it sucks so bad that we have to let you guys know about it. So just bear with us this first time around. We're going to make a lot of mistakes, but hopefully you guys get a kick out of all this and find something interesting here. But today is August 6th, 2011, and like I said, every week we're going to be doing this. We're going to try to do it on Fridays, but it's kind of going to depend on the week, the work week, and what's going on. So the first thing we want to talk about in the BMX news, I mean, all you guys already, heard all the X Games results and stuff, so we're not going to talk about that since that's over a week, week old. But the newest news that I heard of that's pretty neat and interesting is this boxing match between Dave Mirra and Brian Deegan at Ellis Mania on, let's see, Ellis Mania is, September 17th, 2011 at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. And this is a pretty neat thing, because I heard a rumor that Brian Deegan and Dave Mirra got into a little bit of a scuffle, argument, disagreement at the X Games, and now they're going to be having a boxing match for 3 rounds with gloves and headgear. We're going to see what happens. But apparently both of these guys are taking things pretty serious and training pretty hard for it, and they're pretty into this fighting stuff right now. So that should be pretty interesting to watch. It's being put on by Jason Ellis. Jason Ellis, if you guys aren't familiar with him, is a former professional skateboarder who, amongst doing other things and various business ventures, has he quit skateboarding a while back, and now he does a little bit of mixed martial arts stuff as well, which I think is a pretty neat thing. But one of the neat things that he does is he has this Ellis Mania thing, which is a website, but it's also like an event, and they have like celebrity boxing of sorts, and then they have celebrities and then other weird, strange people come in and they beat the shit out of each other for 3 rounds with gloves and headgear on and stuff. And he trains pretty hard and takes it pretty serious, but he's not too serious, and he makes it kind of fun, and it's kind of a joke. But I think it's pretty neat. It's neat to see people picking up something and doing something neat after they're done with their sport, or I guess they feel like they can't progress in skateboarding or bike riding anymore, and then they find something else neat to do. Like this mixed martial arts stuff. I think that's pretty neat for people to be doing. But you can check it out at www.ellismania.com. And you can also hear his show on Faction, Sirius Channel 28 and XM Channel 52, every weekday from 3 to 7 p.m. And I first caught his show, last week on a drive to New Hampshire. I caught his show on Sirius, and it's actually pretty funny. 4 hours is a little bit long, but either way, if you catch it just for a little bit of time, it's really funny. He's always got some strange, crazy guests on there and stuff. And if you guys are in the car at that time of day, I advise you to, at least check it out if you have Sirius or XM radio. It's pretty funny, and I think it's pretty neat that he's doing it. So you can check that out. Let's see. Oh, before I forget, Minutes of Mayhem video contest for BattleGround BMX. Submissions are due in by next Monday, August 15th. So you guys need to get busy filming. We've got $250 on the line for this contest, and all you need to do is make the best 3-minute video. 3 minutes is the limit. You can, it can be a little less than 3 minutes, but 3 minutes, it can't be any longer than 3 minutes. So get busy filming and get something posted up. I mean, it's $250, so I mean, I think a lot of people would like $250, but I don't know. That's just me. But check it out at www.battlegroundbmx.com. The next thing I want to talk about, and like I said, bear with me here. This is my first time doing this, so stick with me, and don't be too critical of my performance right now. But the next thing I want to talk about is Tree Bikes, treebicyclecompany.com. Those guys really have some cool products out right now. I think I was fishing around on the internet the other day and came across their new straight pull front and rear hub set, which this thing is just wild. I mean, this thing looks like something crazy for the military or something. It's pretty wild. But what they do is they have their straight pull spokes, which I'm not exactly sure how it works, but you'll have to check out their website, treebicycleco.com, and have a look at it. But it's pretty wild. And let's see, they're 36 hole hubs with ceramic plain bearings, a 3-inch square head for a ratchet, which is pretty neat. Instead of having like an Allen head or I guess a Phillips head even, or a regular hex head bolt for their axle nuts, they've just got a hole, the hole where the ratchet driver goes in, and just you use that. You don't have to use any other tools, which I think is pretty neat. But the weight of the rear hub here is 14 ounces. The weight of the front hub is 8.3 ounces. And I definitely suggest you guys check that out. I mean, these things the quality on these is amazing. You guys are making top-notch stuff. They've also got a whole assortment of, they got I think 3 or 4 different sprockets on there that come in regular and spline drive. And if you guys don't know what that is, spline drive is where they take the little Allen bolt that pinches the sprocket to your crank arm. They've eliminated that by using a set of splines on the spindle that your sprocket fits over, and then it just rotates like that, and you don't have an extra bolt holding it on there. That's pretty neat. Saves you a little bit of weight there. But the other neat thing these guys have are their handlebars. And what makes them neat, other than the high quality and stuff, is they're threaded on the inside, and that goes with their special bar ends. And these things, they've got threads on the inside of the handlebar, and your bar ends, screw on in like that, instead of having the normal I guess Allen bolt, with like a wedge that expands in there, and these just thread on in. And the threads go pretty far in, so you can cut your bars down a little bit if you're still into that, and the threads will still be there, and the bar ends will still work. Right now it only works with I guess Tree makes the only bar ends that do that, but I can't imagine that other people aren't going to pick up on this sooner or later. But it's definitely pretty wild. I think you guys should check them out. Their website, again, for the 4th time here, is www.treebicycleco.com. Check them out. They got videos on there that show how their products work and explain everything. But I definitely think those guys are doing something pretty neat. And the next thing I want to talk about what's cool in BMX this week. Every week it's going to be something, and a lot of times there's going to be tons of cool things, so we're going to have to narrow it down and just pick one. Or maybe we'll pick a bunch. I'm not sure how it's going to work yet. But something I think you guys should check out, I definitely think is neat, is the Nike 6.0 HB BMX Pro. In this contest this year, and last year they did it too, at the U.S. Open of Surfing, which is in Huntington Beach, California, I think. It's part of a whole weekend. It's a surfing event, but they've got a BMX event. They've got a skateboarding event, I think, and then some other things. So it's kind of the whole action sports weekend. But the cool thing about this is their format for their contest this year is it runs from July 30th through August 7th. And what they do is Monday through Friday, they're going to have, let's see, 5 3-man teams are going to have a week to ride and film the best video part they can on the course. And then during the weekend, they're going to have 2 live jam sessions. And then whoever gets the best combined score of the video and the jam session wins the whole thing. And I think it's something high. I think it's either $20,000 or $40,000. Not sure off the top of my head. Their site's a little bit hard to navigate. It's hard to find some of the info you want. But either way, I think that is a really cool idea, because it's kind of, it's going to give guys a whole week to film a neat video part on there, and then they're going to have a jam session at the end. So I mean, you're going to get to see some wild stuff that normally people just simply wouldn't have the time to to come up with on a neat course just one day of riding it. So you're going to give them like 6 days to ride this thing, That's pretty wild. I think you're going to see a lot of neat stuff. I imagine all the normal people are going to be there. Dennis Anderson, Garrett Reynolds, and all the California guys. Mike Clark's probably going to be there. I can't say for sure, but all the usual suspects. I think it's going to be real neat to watch. So you guys should check that out when it comes up. I'm not sure when they're going to show it or show the results. I'm sure Vital BMX will have something, but you can check it out at www.nike6.com. And the next thing I want to talk about, we already mentioned what's cool in BMX this week. I want to talk about what's lame, what fucking sucks in BMX this week. And this week it's from the Etnies Park in Lake Forest, California. And I'm sure you guys have heard the news. Not too long ago, they banned pegs at this park. And say what you will about that. I don't ride pegs, so I don't really care. Skate park. Personally, I'd rather go there and air and do things like that than do little grinds. But to each his own. That's just how I feel. But they started with a peg ban, and then apparently that didn't go over so well at the meeting. A lot of people weren't happy with it, and the city council then just decided to simply not allow bikes at all over some kind of bullshit reasoning, like I guess some kind of governmental thing where skateboarders at a skate park can't sue the city and bike riders don't have that. I'm not really sure. It's just more bureaucrat, politician bullshit. So I think that's pretty lame. I think Etnies, I think they do a lot of good stuff in BMX. I'm not sure how affiliated they are with this skate park at this time. But if I was them, I'd pull my name off of anything like that. Because this is just lame. Bike riders and skateboarders can coexist. I don't really see a problem with it. And it's pretty lame to ban bikes from your skate park. So if you guys have any hate mail or any kind of things like that you want to send these people, or any kind of, you want to make a nasty phone call to them, tell them what you think, here's all their contact information. Their mailing address is 228 Lake Forest Drive, Lake Forest, California, 92630. Their phone number is 949-916-5870. And their email address is etniesskatepark@lakeforestca.gov. And I think part of what's going on here is that, over time, I think BMX riders, we haven't been involved enough with the skate parks and the city stuff that goes on. And a lot of that's just because, working with the city, and almost any city, it sucks. These people are not cool people. They don't want to do anything right, and they're just little politicians, and they just want to advance their own little cause and get votes and get reelected. So it's hard to get them to do anything right. But I think if we don't stay more involved with this stuff, more stuff like this is going to happen. So I think you guys need to get on the phone, get on your email, mail something out, and let these people know how lame this is and how, and what you guys think about it. I think it sucks real bad. I think these guys are assholes and douchebags for doing this, and I think we should all let them know. So there's their info. Contact them, and don't do any threatening emails like that. That's not going to help anybody, but I can't really say what you guys do. But definitely make your voice heard and let these people know how lame this really is. And I first caught that article on ESPN.com. I think it was Brian Tunney. I think that's how you say his name. It was his column. You guys should check him out. He always has something neat on there every week at www.espn.com. And go to the Action Sports and then find the BMX section. And he's usually, him and there's a couple other guys on there. They usually comment on something neat on there every week. So I think you guys should definitely check that out if you like that kind of stuff. But that's it for us this week. Like I said, thanks for bearing with me. It's my first time doing this. Maybe things were a little disjointed, but I think it went well. And hopefully you guys check out some of these links. Check out Tree Bikes, and check out the Nike 6.0 HB BMX Pro Jam. And also, let us know what you think about this whole thing. If you think it was lame, let us know. Don't be too harsh on us. But if you think this was cool, want to hear more, give us some ideas. Maybe we'll talk about, cover something else neat next week, something that you guys have suggested, whatever. And you can email me at info@battlegroundbmx.com if you have any suggestions, comments, anything like that. And don't forget to check out our website, www.battlegroundbmx.com. And thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next week.